Hey, welcome back to my channel, Crafting with Cami. As you can see, I have another scrapbook sitting here. I thought we would do another scrapbook walkthrough, and these layouts are going to be a little more recent. So you can definitely tell from my last video that my style has changed and I use more papers and more embellishments. Let's dive in. This double page layout documents a hike my husband and I went on in the fall. The leaves were so pretty, the trees were changing. I love how the pattern paper really accented the colors of the trees. This was us hanging out with some friends, my little rabbit. My journaling is hidden under there. I did a couple super small pictures too because they weren't very good, but they had a funny story to them. Now we're into winter. This was our 7-year anniversary. We went for a hike and the colors were still fall, so I added the fall paper, but there was snow on the ground. So there were still leaves on the trees and snow on the ground. Very pretty day. I used that doily thin cut from Close to My Heart. And then this is actually a card we received, and I just tucked it back here in a pocket so I can pull that out. And it's from my grandma, so it has her writing on it and stuff, so I know I'm gonna want that. This I kind of did a quilted. I cut a whole bunch of squares and then cut those into triangles, and then I just did a pattern going all the way around. This is actually tin. It's super thin metal that came off of a sign, came off of a fall sign. I just ripped it off and glued it on, and guys, it's staying. It's not too heavy either because it's like thin metal. This was some of our garden pickings. Just some nice, how beautiful the sunset was, and some of our leaves changing around the house. Here's another layout of a little coffee date we went on. This would be a great layout if you had scraps, just those strips of paper in the background. And then on this side, I did another grid style, but I kind of made it look quilted. Right, this is another artist reception my husband had. Our friends came, of course we had to spoil their little one. And then this is just like shots I took of everybody coming and going and looking at his artwork, and it's just super fun seeing all the support in our community. And this is our local brewery that he sets up at, and the owners are just fantastic to work with. And here's him with his artwork. Here I took some screenshots of the posts that people were making on Facebook, and they all were just so supportive and saying super nice things about him and his art, so I just wanted to capture that. He does airbrushing, fine art, he does some charcoal, so wanted to document what he was working on this particular year. And here's all my journaling down below. I'll actually link in the description box where you can find more of his artwork, just in case you're interested in that kind of thing. So this is a stamp. It's a beautiful day to go after your dreams. And then these stamps, like creativity takes courage, believe in yourself, make it happen. Those all came from this little book right here. And this I just got from a local craft store. And they come with like the white with black letters, and then they come with black with white letters. And those are just kind of fun little word strips to add to your page. This was written using the Cricut pen. Here's another concert we went to. This is actually the same band if you caught my last video, and we actually met them a few months prior to this meet and greet. So I actually printed out a picture, the picture we took with them, and gave it to them at this one. So that was kind of fun. I did a whole bunch of journaling, and here's my concert pictures. And I used this was from the Christmas collection, the music note paper. Brought that across. I brought in red because of the tags, so these were our passes for our meet and greet. And yeah, just super fun that we got to meet them twice in 1 year. And I love that I gave them a picture and she held it for this picture. Got a guitar signed. This was Thanksgiving with my nephew, so of course a ton of pictures. His first holiday, his first Thanksgiving. So look at how tiny he was. You'll get to see some pictures of him soon. I love this grid here, and then just a focal photo. I might end up doing something like that again too, and I kind of kept that grid going across to that page, which you can't really tell with this in the middle. This is just a 8x6. Yeah, 8x6. page protector, and I just used that to add even more photos to this. And then I have a flip flap down here too. Way too many pictures. And I had a lot to say about the day and my grandpa. It was just a funny day. Here is our other Thanksgiving. So this is Thanksgiving number 3. Do you guys have that? Or you just have a ton of Thanksgivings or Christmases? And then this is just us hanging out with some friends. I'm starting to embellish a little bit more, but I still have a ton of blank space. I'm getting better at that, you guys. This one's fun. This was that evergreen stamp and thin cut. So I had the sprigs, the pine cones. I did my journaling here on Avery clear shipping labels, and then I just made it fit that, and all of my pictures. Don't mind my face. I'm reading a book and I'm very expressive. All right, here is another documenting my YouTube. And then I also have my QR codes, so that's pretty cool. And then I have the flowers going up, and this is another staple in my craft room. This is the layered flowers from Close to My Heart. Using that Christmas stamp set for, it's like a Christmas baking. I used that to document baking cookies, and this was right around Christmas time, so it does make sense that there's trees and snowflakes and everything. But yeah, this one has a process video. Now I'm pulling out some more recent layouts. So this one actually has a process video. This one was created not too long ago, and I have a lot of birthday layouts using these collections. So I'll have those later on in the video, but I love how this one turned out, and I'm getting better at embellishing. It's hard to tell here, but I did do some ink splattering on these snowflakes, so that was a fun addition. It's always hard to get pictures with the dogs. I do have a whole nother stack here that do not have pictures on them, and a lot of these actually don't even have process videos. This is one that I've recently created. I did some background stamping. I did some tri-blend marker coloring. And I don't even have pictures planned for this one yet. This one, I was playing around with Cricut cuts. Let me move this out of the way so you can see a little better. I was playing around with some Cricut cuts, and I did some frames and the good times, and these were all from digital collections from Close to My Heart. I drew arrows because I did not adhere these down on this corner, so I can slide my picture in here. So all of them are that way. Anything with an arrow, it lifts up that direction. So this one will lift up this way and so forth. I love how I kind of had these ones coming out of the frames. This one is just a single page layout. I was playing around with this background idea, so I cut a whole bunch of strips out. And if you look closely, these are the, they have that UV coating for the shapes. So I think that'll be great for summer pictures, those colors. This is another one where I was playing around with that. So this one I did straight, and this one I did at an angle. Do you see that? Kind of the difference. So that was just kind of me playing around with it, playing with paper. So once I add my photos and I actually know what the theme's gonna be, then I could add some more clusters here, maybe add a title. I could add the title up here and add a cluster down here. So the pages aren't complete, but I was just playing around with paper. This one you guys just saw on my YouTube channel. I do not have pictures for it yet, but there is a process video. This one you have not seen. This one I followed a sketch, and very springy. It could work for Easter as well. My plan is spring. This one does not have a process video. You have not seen this one yet. I was just playing around with the Cricut file. I did some different inking on my flowers, and because I don't know what my pictures are going to be yet, I just did Picture Perfect as the title. This is stamping. I have another birthday layout here from that same collection as previously. So This one was a lot of fun to put together, and I have a lot of birthdays coming up this summer, so I'm excited to add photos to that. This is that same birthday collection. I have my pages reversed here, so my right's on my left and my left's on my right, but I used the same collection, just made it a little more feminine. So again, I'll have photos this summer to put on this layout. Here's that other birthday layout. I love that I use those little skunks. Again, I do have a process video for this one. You can check that out in the playlist. This will wrap up our layout shares. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my progression. I love to hear, how has your scrapbooking changed? Because I look back at some of these and they're a little cringy. You can tell which ones are more recent and which ones I did quite a while ago. So I hope you guys enjoyed reminiscing some of Close to My Heart's products. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And until next time, live a life worth scrapping. Bye, guys.